Alright, welcome back to Birmingham. Now today we are going to be learning about prepositions. Prepositions. Now these are little words that usually come before a noun or a pronoun, and they express the relation to another word in the sentence. Like, the cat is on the table. The preposition there is on, because it is talking about the relation of the cat to the table. So let's turn to our good old friends, the Peaky Blinders, to help us learn some new prepositions and how to use them in a sentence. Are you ready? You better be. Preposition number 1. Take it away, Arthur.
On the ball, Paul, eh? You're on my own ball, yeah?
Behind the bar. The preposition here is behind, because he wants to be behind the bar. This is my hand, this is my other hand. This hand is behind this hand. Behind. Moving on.
This purser had friends who ran a whiskey distillery in County Tyrone. They wanted a way of getting their stuff into America.
They wanted a way of getting their stuff into America. Into America. The preposition here is into. Now we use into when we want to talk about a journey into something, often used for countries. For example, I am transporting my goods into America. I am going into the hospital. All right, it's about going in somewhere. Moving on.
He looked at me the wrong way. It's not a good idea to look at Tommy Shelby the wrong way.
He looked at me the wrong way. He looked at me the wrong way. The preposition here is at. Now, you will often see look at together. The word look and at will often go together. I am looking at you. I am looking at the wall. So if you're going to use the verb look, the preposition after is probably going to be at to describe what it is you are looking at. All right, moving on.
My guess is you're a girl from a good family.
You're a girl from a good family. You're a girl from a good family. Now we use from to say where we have come from. So I am from the Peaky Blinders. Obviously, you come from America. I come from Birmingham. It's where we come from. All right, moving on.
So I'm right. And Polly is wrong.
Right about what?
Right about what? About what? Now, when we use about, we are talking about the subject. What is it about? What is she right about? I am right about most things. She is right about him. I was wrong about you. Okay, we're talking about what it is you are talking about. Are you keeping up? You better be.
I pushed his face up against a trench.
Pushed his face up against a trench. Pushed his face up against a trench. Against is the word we are looking at here. Now, if you are against something, it usually suggests a bit of tension. It's a bit like this action. So if I am against something, it's like I can't go any further. So when he pushes his face up against a trench, that's the sort of action we're talking here. It's like when you talk about arguments. We have people who are for an argument and people who are against it. So if you are for it, very welcoming. If you are against it, you're causing friction, you're causing tension. Moving on.
You saw him before us, John.
You saw him before us. You saw him before us. Now the word before is the opposite of after. We have the present, we have things that happen before and things that happen after. So if you want to talk about something that happened before something else, that's how we do it. I went to the shop before I went to work. All right, moving on.
And now I've got an Italian walking around my backyard saying he's going to kill my brother.
Walking around my backyard. I want you to think about around as the shape round, a circle. If you walk around somewhere, it usually means you cover the whole distance. So if you're walking around, you're sort of going everywhere, all right? You're not going here to there, you're walking around, you're going everywhere. I've been walking around the city trying to find my dog. Walking around. I didn't just go from here to here, I walked around. We can also use around for things like, I tied a ribbon around the present. Okay, here's the present. I tie a ribbon around it because it goes all the way around. Moving on.
And I didn't want to start a war over something John said without meaning it.
Start a war over something. Now, over can have two meanings. This is the physical meaning. This hand is over this hand. Over, right? Over, under. Over, under. However, metaphorically, like in this context, to start a war over something, it's used to describe the reason for something. You're starting an argument over money, right? The subject of the argument is money, so you're having an argument over money. It is the subject that we are discussing. So in this context, starting a war over something, you have a reason for starting a war.
When did you last see a general anywhere near the blood and the puke? Eh?
Anywhere near the blood and the puke. Now, near is a bit of a general word. If you just want to say that something is close, that something is in a close distance to something else, we would use near. I live near a tree. My dog is near the sofa. It's close to it. All right, moving on.
No, not according to this holy book right here.
Not according to this holy book. According to is the preposition here. And according to just means in the opinion of someone else or as said by someone else. So not according to this holy book. In this holy book, it doesn't say that. According to this book, it says we should have a party. I don't know. So according to is as said by, as believed by something else. Okay, moving on.
Since my resurrection, I am considered to be a god. Right?
Since my resurrection. Since. Since is used to describe an amount of time that has passed. So I haven't seen him since I was 8 years old. Since I was. All right, I'm about to tell you when was the last time I saw him, so I need to use the word since. Okay, moving on.
Do you want to bring the house down, Arthur?
No.
You want to bring the house down, Arthur. The house down. All right, down is quite a useful common preposition. It's just that direction. So if you ever hear bring something down, it can physically mean to bring it down, but also it could just mean a collapse. Something is destroyed. So if you bring the house down, you destroy the house, all right? If you bring a company down, you destroy the company because it's gone down. Okay, moving on.
And if we lift our heel off their necks now, they'll just come at us.
If we lift our heel off their necks, if you are off something, you are not on it, all right? If you have your heel on their neck, right? If you imagine this is my foot, this is someone's neck, my heel is on their neck, now it's off their neck. It's the same with a light switch. We turn on, we turn off. Okay, for our final two prepositions, I want to turn to the theme song of Peaky Blinders, Red Right Hand. Take a little walk to the edge of the town. You know the one. Take a little walk to the edge of town and go across the tracks. So if you're walking across the tracks, here are the tracks where the train goes, we are walking across. We also use it for road, so I'm going to walk across the road, I'm going to walk across the street. You have to cross something. You have to cross a road or a train track, something like that. Later on in the song, it says past the square. If you go past something, you don't stop, right? So here's the square, I'm walking past it, okay? There's my wife, I'm walking past her, all right? You just walk past and it passes you by. So there we go. There are some useful prepositions. Hope you have fun using them. If you enjoyed this video, please press subscribe and give it a like. And I'll be back soon with another video. Farewell. And no fighting.